Throughout its service territory in Minnesota, CenterPoint Energy is upgrading its natural gas lines to ensure system reliability for years to come. Some of the construction jobs will look like this: locating sewer laterals, marking utilities, replacing the plastic natural gas main, connecting the service lines to the new mains, moving inside meters outside, replacing the steel natural gas main, restoring the areas affected by our work. Sewer lateral. According to Minnesota Office of Pipeline Safety, natural gas utilities are required to update their records on the location of sewer lines in relation to their natural gas lines. Before replacing natural gas lines, CenterPoint Energy sends a camera through sewer lines. The purpose is to identify the location of sewer lines to prevent potential crossbores, which is the unintentional boring of a gas line through a sewer line. In this example, the technicians lower a camera into a sewer line and remote control the robot to travel through the sewer line. The technicians stand above the robot and mark the locations of the sewer line. While most scoping can be done from the street, sometimes a technician may need to enter a resident's home to complete the scoping. The technician will make an appointment with you at no cost to you. In this example, the technician is showing his CenterPoint Energy ID. For more information on crossbores, please visit callbeforeyouclear.com. Utility markings. After the sewer laterals have been located, CenterPoint Energy crews request Gopher State One Call to locate existing underground public utility lines with spray paint or flags. Each utility has its own color: yellow for gas, red for electric, orange for communication, blue for water, and green for sewer. White typically indicates proposed excavation. Gopher State One Call is a state of Minnesota department. Its website at gopherstateonecall.org shows which utilities are located. Before we work, we ask that you mark your privately installed utilities, such as sprinklers or dog fences. This can be done with spray paint, flags, or whatever material is convenient. For sprinklers, marking the heads is sufficient. Sediment filters are set in place over storm sewer grates to prevent debris from clogging the storm drains. These stay in place during the construction job's duration. Before our construction jobs, we send postcards informing customers of our upcoming work and requesting that they mark their private utilities. On our large projects that last several months, we send letters that describe the project's estimated timeline, location, and purpose. More details can be found on our website at centerpointenergy.com/construction. The following examples will show some of CenterPoint Energy's authorized contractors. Each job and/or size of the job will vary regarding who is contracted. Plastic main. When the crews replace a plastic main, they fuse sections together. In this example, the technician cleans two ends of a plastic main, cuts them for precision, and fuses them together at approximately 440 degrees Fahrenheit. Typically, a crew puts the new plastic main in the ground through boring or trenching. This machine is an example of a hydraulic horizontal drill. The new main will be in the public right-of-way or utility easement. Check with your city or county on where the easement lies. In neighborhoods with sidewalks, the main is typically bored under sidewalks with some panels removed. In neighborhoods without sidewalks, the main is typically installed near the curb. A vacuum truck may be used. They are an excavation method used in congested utility corridors to improve damage prevention and to locate existing underground utilities. This process may be noisy. Service line and inside meter move. A service line runs from the customer's meter to the main. In this example, the crew uses a drill machine to bore the service line. some of the panels from the sidewalk in the street are excavated. Some neighborhoods will have a new main installed on one side of the street, while others will have new mains on each side of the street. In this example, the crew is drilling a long-side service line from one side of the street to the opposite side. In many cases, the service line is bored underground. In fewer cases, it is trenched. In compliance with Minnesota Office of Pipeline Safety, CenterPoint Energy has adopted a plan to move most inside residential meters outside. The technician can access the meter more easily for maintenance. In the unlikely event of an emergency, the technician can shut off the gas flow from the meter. Here is an example of a typical inside residential meter. After the technician shuts off the gas and removes the existing meter, they will cap the existing inside piping. Outside, the technician installs either the existing or new meter to the new meter set. The new meter may be the standard size or the Intellis meter. The size of the excavation varies. There can be between 1 and 3 excavations in a customer's property during the service line replacement. The crew contacts the customer to schedule the in-to-out meter move. The approximate time of replacing a service line and moving an inside meter outside is 2 or 3 hours. When the service line is connected to the meter, the technician relights the customer's pilot lights. Steel main. The crews typically install the new steel main with an open trench method. Due to the nature of welding and the trench method, the installation of new steel main takes longer than new plastic main. In these examples, a truck transports the new steel main with the help of technicians and lowers it into the ground. The technicians weld pieces of the new mains together. A steel main replacement may include the removal of existing steel mains. In this example, the new steel main has offsets, which are curves in the main. Each curve is welded together. Sometimes an offset is needed to avoid existing underground utilities. This process elongates the construction time. Restoration. The final portion of a job is restoring the areas affected by construction, such as asphalt, concrete, and soft ground. When the gas crew finishes their work, they backfill the excavations, typically with gravel or dirt, before the restoration crew arrives. On boulevards and lawns, the crews put black dirt and biodegradable netting secured with staples. The netting degrades typically after 4 months. In many cases, a homeowner can mow their grass after approximately 1 month. We appreciate your patience during the construction process.
CenterPoint Energy. Always there.